Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, according to Jay Natisse here, and I am back with the review for Love After Lockup. This is season 5, episode 31. The title of the episode is called Do I Smell Like Jail? If you enjoy the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're liking and subscribing so YouTube knows I'm here so we can hopefully eventually get me monetized, all right? So without further ado, let's get into it. So we are starting off the episode real Holy Ghost filled because we at church, y'all. And this is where we meet Zuri, who's 32, and she is married to Troy, who's 29. They're in, I believe, upstate New York. So Zuri is a PK to the bone. Her father's a bishop. Her mother is a reverend, and she's doing her. So Zuri goes on to explain how she's had a strict upbringing. So, of course, being a PK, I kind of can relate. My father's a deacon, grandfather's deacons, grandmother's deaconess. I have cousins that are bishops, reverends, all up in the clergy. Anything you could think of, they all up in there. Okay, so I definitely can relate. So she's had a rebellious streak, so she like them bad boys. So how she met Troy is she actually has an 11-year-old son, and her son's father was incarcerated and ended up being Troy's cellmate. So she was married to that guy at the time. They got divorced. She got with Troy. Troy and her are married. They've been married for about 3 years, together for 5. And Troy is about to come out. He coming out. So she's speaking to her mother, and her mother is asking, Troy's going to be involved in the church and all that stuff. And she's not really for it, but we'll see how it goes. Later on in the episode, we go and see that Zuri's at home getting the house ready for Troy. And Zuri's sister lives there, and she's a little concerned because, first of all, there's a man in the house, and she just doesn't know how it goes, which makes total sense to me. And Zuri's sister was like, oh, I can't walk around with my butt cheeks out, blah, blah, blah. And Zuri's like, well, yeah, you can, but if you feel uncomfortable, let me know, blah, blah, blah. Now, who ain't no other female in my house gonna be walking around with a butt cheeks out in front of my man? That's me personally. But anyway, so she goes on to show her sister all the gifts she got him. She got him the jewelry and all that stuff. Then she shows him a tattoo that's right along her side right here, and that shit ugly. I'm sorry, that tattoo is ugly. It's super ugly. She's also explained that she's in charge of a support organization called Project Heal, and which helps people who've been incarcerated get jobs, all that stuff. And Troy's a part of that as well. Okay. Again, this episode was really just the introduction. So towards the end of Zuri's segment, she's going to a psychic, which, ooh, you already know when it comes to the church, that ain't where it's at. They're really against psychics, tarot cards, and all that stuff. But that's what Zuri does. She gets her cards read, and she's asking her psychic, are her and Troy going to last? And she's pretty much saying, nah, it's going to be some drama as soon as he gets out, girl. And personally, me, she ain't need a psychic to tell her that. I could already tell, like, this thing ain't going to last. This thing ain't going to last, but we finna find out. All right, next up we have Hope and Arthur. Hope is 27, Arthur's 29. Arthur's about to get out of jail. Hope is a truck driver, which is dope. Shout out to all the female truck drivers. And Hope's segment is pretty much everybody's just getting ready to get out of jail, getting their peoples out of jail. So Hope is supposed to be getting Arthur out of jail. He's getting parole to her. So she's at the hotel and she's running late. She was supposed to come get him at 8:30. It's like 10 o'clock and she's still at the hotel. And I forgot how far she has to drive, but she obviously ain't going to get him in time. So we go to the jail where Arthur's supposed to be getting released, and surprise, we see Arthur's mama. I forgot her name. My apologies. I will have that to you next week. I believe it started with a V. So we're going to call her Mama V. Mama V is there, and she is not a fan of Hope at all, y'all. Which, none of these mothers are a fan of the sons getting out of jail with their girlfriends. They not a fan of the girlfriends at all. So she's waiting, and she's like, well, where's Hope at? Like, you would think she would want to be there on time, blah, blah, blah. Hope pulls up. Mama V is like, where were you? And Hope's like, I had to get cute. Y'all wait till I learn to put pictures up in here, because y'all seen that outfit she was wearing. That was some Temu stuff. And Temu got cute stuff, but she ain't get the cute stuff. She ain't get the cute stuff. So we get a little deeper into their relationship, and Hope lets us know that Hope says she got knees. She need to get her back blown out. And Arthur's in jail, so he obviously can't do it. So they had an agreement that Hope would, do what she do in these streets, but, don't get any feelings involved and all that stuff. And there came a point in time where Arthur was like, yeah, I'm not with it no more. I can't be knowing, that people's doing my girl and all that stuff. So she said she was going to stop, but she didn't stop. So we'll see how that story progresses as the season goes along. All right, next up, we're saying welcome back to Keith and Letitia. We remember them from Love During Lockup. Keith is in jail for, I believe it was robbery, but he's getting ready to come home. His wife, Letitia, is getting ready, trying to get the house ready for him and all that stuff. And Letitia, remember, she has two girls, a 6-year-old and a 15-year-old. The 16-year-old, the 15-year-old is not excited at all, which, who would be? This strange man coming to your house, so who would be excited? But the 6-year-old, she's all, I want my daddy. I want my daddy. Girl, that ain't your daddy. But I digress. But, it's kind of funny to me how, you meet somebody or you meet in jail. I don't have children, so I'm going to just say this right now. I don't have children. God willing, one day I will. But if if me and the father of my child ended up breaking up for whatever reason, I'm not going to be so quick to have another man just come around calling that person daddy and all that stuff. So these people in these shows just throwing these kids on these inmates. Some of these inmates been locked up since they were 16. They just be like, here's some kids, bam. So we're finna see how that's gonna be. So Letitia's super excited. Remember, she's an accountant. She has her own firm, her own tax business, I believe. So, she's doing the damn thing. But we're going to see how this story goes as well. And we're also saying welcome back to Shantae and True. Shantae and True were on last season of Love During Lockup. So True's about to get out, y'all. He about to get out. And Shantae is ready, honey. Mind you, I forgot how long they've been dating, but mind you, they've never seen each other. I think she said it's been about 5-6 years. They have never seen each other. True's been locked up since he was like 18. He's been locked up for like 13 years and he's about to get out. So just imagine. And Shantae, of course, has kids. So it's definitely going to be an adjustment for True. So she went to the jail to pick him up. She meets up with True's sister and his niece and nephew. They're all ready to have True come out. True comes out, and True is big. He's not a bad looking guy, but he's big. Let's see. I don't know how tall Shantae is, but she's little. I'm about 5'3", and True easily could be like 6'3", 6'4". I'm 5'2". My bad. I gave myself an extra inch. Anyway, so they're meeting up, and True's like, I ain't had nothing since in 13 years. I'm ready. And Shantae's a little hesitant. So again, let's see how that story progresses as the episodes go on. And last up for the couples this week, I believe we got two more to meet next week. We have Kim and Joey. Kim is 39, Joey's 38. Actually flipped their ages around. So Kim and Joey have known each other since childhood. Y'all know how it go. We always have to have a story of somebody that knew each other in high school. They lost touch. They get back connected, and they're like, "Hey, I like you. I like you too. Let's get together. By the way, I'm in jail." Anyway, Kim's been married. She said she's been married twice, and actually, she's still legally married. So we got that going on with them. There really wasn't a lot to their segment. Kim's dad is not, he, of course, dads are not thrilled. I'm a daddy's girl, so I totally understand. So Kim's dad is not thrilled at all about this, about Joey. Joey is a recovering addict, and just all the stuff that he doesn't want for his daughter. Kim has two kids. She has, I think, a little 3-year-old and maybe a 5-year-old. And of course, they already calling him daddy, y'all. I wish these people would stop pushing these kids onto these inmates so fast. Like, I mean, if you want to step up, then I guess that's on you. But it's just, I'ma mind my business. So pretty much Kim is driving. Her segment cuts off with her driving to the jail to go pick Joey up, and Joey's calling saying that somebody got back to him saying that they saw Kim hugged up at the club. And the episode goes off. Again, this was really just an introduction. We're not really going to get into the meats and potatoes of anything just yet. Just an introduction. We'll see what happens with the rest of the couples when we meet them next week. I promise I will try to get this video out sooner. Life has just been lifing. But thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.